As a basketball fan, what really annoys me? When I see teams with substantial talent or enough talent to do more than what they're actually doing and they continually underachieve year after year after year. Yeah, I'm talking about the Los Angeles Clippers. This team is a walking piece of mediocrity. They are a joke and they always have been. Yeah, I know they just won game 2 of their playoff series versus the Jazz, but I don't care. All this team does is make highlight reels and mixes on the top 10 plays of the year, and nobody cares about them after that. No one looks at the Clippers and says, hey, we gotta watch out for them. If you ask people who's gonna win a championship first, the Clippers or the Lakers, though the Clippers are obviously the better team, people are gonna still say the Lakers because that is how sorry and pathetic that they are. Guys, let's examine the patheticness of the Los Angeles Clippers, shall we?
Timmy Turner, he was wishing for a burner. The kid everybody rockin'. You know it's on the furnace, fuck with your BT. How they watch you fucking no BT, riding for Wally. Kid everybody walking. Know it's on the furnace. Timmy Turner, young boy walking.
This all really comes down to 3 big reasons. Now let's go to the 3 reasons why the Clippers might be the most disappointing franchise in NBA history. Now the first reason has to be because of Blake Griffin. Now I've been so hard on Blake Griffin for so long because Blake Griffin for years has shown that he has superstar potential all over him. He could be the second best power forward in the league behind Anthony Davis, but no, this guy literally has no motor to be the best player on any championship team. He is extremely passive. Let's take game 1 against the Utah Jazz a few days ago, for example. Blake Griffin in the 4th quarter, 2 points. You heard me correctly, 2 points. This guy literally had no one in the paint to guard him. I mean, Rudy Gobert is gone. How is Derek Favors locking you up in the 4th quarter? Dude, what the hell is wrong with Blake Griffin? Why is Blake Griffin always passive in the 4th quarter? Chris Paul should not have to be the engine of that team. And that leads into my second point for Chris Paul. Chris Paul's legacy is being destroyed on this team. The fact that Chris Paul, in my opinion, is a top 5 point guard in terms of the effect of the game, what the point guard does for the game, Chris Paul can do that just like any other point guard in history. But the saddest thing is, the guy does not have enough accolades to show for it, as this guy has never made it out of the second round of the playoffs. And it's not his fault, it's Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan, and the management's fault for not giving them another option, which leads into my third point. Why is it that they have not found another player to pair with these 3 players? All 3 of these players have extreme liabilities that everyone in the league knows. DeAndre Jordan doesn't have a post move that he puts to memory, and he can't make a free throw to save his own damn life. Blake Griffin is passive and chokes every single time it comes to the 4th quarter, and that leaves Chris Paul, the guy who cannot be the engine of the team, so they just focus in on him and then the team is shut down for the whole game. I mean, this team is an extreme liability to the whole league, for Christ's sake. This team cannot get things right. Now honestly, when it comes to the talent, they obviously have talent. That's not why I call them mediocre. I call them mediocre because they seem to underachieve year by year by year. They do not know how to get the job done. I mean, think about it. Since when have we ever heard that they have a top 5 point guard in the league, one of the greatest point guards in history? They have a top 5 power forward in the league in Blake Griffin, one of the most athletic players that this league has ever seen. They also have a beast in the paint when it comes to defense, because yes, DeAndre Jordan may be an inept offensive player in terms of posting up, doing what a center should be in this league, but no, he is a great defender, by the way. He can block any shot, can block any person in the league. The guy's a great defender, rebounds crazy as hell as well. They also have one of the best bench players in history in Jamal Crawford. They've added pieces to their team. They just cannot seem to find the other guy that can take over the game for them. Whether they go and grab Carmelo, who knows? They've tried Mbata Mute, Matt Barnes. They've even tried Paul Pierce, for Christ's sake. This team does not have anyone that they can pair with these 3, and who blames them? I mean, Paul George would rather go to the freaking Lakers before he goes to the damn Clippers, and that's a damn shame, because the Clippers need someone like Paul George that can take over the game at any instant notice. But no, the Clippers are just too big of a failure for someone like Paul George to even look and consider. I mean, think about it. KD could have picked anybody, and I mean anyone, to at least make some competition in the West, but no, he passed up the Clippers because they are a choke artist team. They are a team that fails consistently year by year by year. I mean, when you have talent for so long, year by year by year, and you guys can't even make it to the Western Conference Finals? What the hell is going on in that city, in that locker room, that is stopping you guys from getting to your full potential? I mean, this team is just a fail. This team is a failure project, and honestly, I think that they are the most disappointing team in NBA history. Alright, so I'm just now receiving notice that Blake Griffin is injured. Oh my god. He's going to be out for the remainder of the playoffs, and Jesus Christ, this just further proves that the Clippers need to disband. They need to disband, for Christ's sake. I mean, Blake Griffin can't stay healthy. That's another point that I forgot to put in this video, but Blake Griffin just does not know how to stay healthy. I mean, was it not 2 years ago that Blake Griffin and Chris Paul, they both got hurt for the playoffs? Or was that last year? I'm not 100% sure. Y'all correct me in the comment section if I'm wrong. I mean, these two, they can't even be on the court at the same time, for Christ's sake, over the past few years. Alright, so I guess the Clippers' playoff aspirations and, chances at a championship, which they never had any chance to begin with, it's over. It's down the drain because the Jazz are going to beat them. I mean, the Jazz already lost Gobert and they beat them in game 1. They already stole home court advantage on the Clippers court already. So, I mean, when you factor that in with Blake Griffin being out for the remainder of the playoffs, I mean, it's over. I mean, this is just a typical Clipper way for them to lose. I hope you guys disband. I hope to see Chris Paul either in San Antonio, or I hope to see him in, New Orleans to pair with Anthony Davis and DeMarcus Cousins. I hope to see Blake Griffin in the OKC uniform one day, or Boston Celtics uniform one day. I mean, for Christ's sake, this team needs to make some adjustments. Or you can bring in Carmelo next year. I hope you don't do that. I hope you guys just disband everything. They need to get rid of everybody. So this is your boy Yo Mustard signing out. Also, before I leave, I want you guys to go on my man Kid Wild's page on the screen right now. Go and subscribe. He's gonna do gameplays and reviews on basketball topics and stuff like that. Y'all go there. Hope you guys enjoy his stuff. Y'all hit that subscribe button on his profile. He's a good YouTuber. He made my intro, or at least my first ever intro, so I want you guys to go there and show him some love, because he showed me some love by making my intro. Alright, this your boy Yo Mustard signing out. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, add me on Snapchat.
Popping pills is all we know. In the hills is all we know. Don't go through the front door. It's low key at the night show.